Hello, hello. We are live streaming our second test stream. I've managed to add what I believe is the chat, so we'll see if that actually works. Um, Hopefully it does. So hopefully all is good. We're going to be uh, doing something a little unusual today. I'm going to be going through filling up my Potamajigs with my Packamajigs to make Cubamajigs. We're going to be using something that I haven't posted up on the channel yet, but I did open, which is this cool titanium knife that I got. It's a whole thing. So luckily we have this nice cut guard. So we don't have to worry about cutting the box. So, and if people show up, that's cool. If people don't show up, whatever. Also cool. I need to do this anyway, and this will manage to force me to actually do this. All right. Got that. Then got the matching Cubamajig packs. To go along with this. Let's go ahead and close that so no accidents happen. Okay. So I've noticed that when I was backing these, I did not do enough legwork on the math side. So my numbers are a little off. At some point, I will likely have to redo some of the numbers that I ordered on these. But it's all good. So for instance, I have 40 of these. I should have ordered 60. Each of these packs is 10. I think my thought process was, a box normally is 36, so 40 will be plenty, and then I don't think I checked how many each of these holds, which is well more than that, so probably should have taken a slightly different approach, but it's all good. Okay. Huh, yeah. Yep. These do have a protective film. I am not removing it, just because I can't be bothered. On a bonus, each of these is a 400 count box, so that will be useful if I ever start shipping things out to people, giveaways, or I don't know, it's always nice to have a couple of 400 count boxes available. So we will see. So I do need to figure out how to make it so that like alerts go out when I go live. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea even where to begin to look for that. But it's all good. Okay. 6. Four. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and slice all of these. So I can just pull the stickers off the boxes. So I don't have to worry about that later on. Okay. See if anyone shows up. Probably not super likely, given it's the middle of a Monday morning right now. Like all the kiddos are in school and all the not kiddos are at work. So I'm not really expecting anyone to be here. But always be nice to hang out with someone. Do, 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 do. What is that from? It's almost like Blue Skidoo, we can too. Alright. A set of these. Oh, it's backwards. Like that. Yeah. Another set in there. And those. Alright. Just hanging out. Putting together cube of my jigs. How are those in different directions? You literally just put that in there. Yeah. 30. This holds what, 50? 54. So there's no real way to. Yeah, that's. I don't like that. So I really should have gotten 50 instead of 40 of these. That's a whole thing. I was probably thinking that each of these held 5 instead of 6. Is what it was. So, yeah. Oh well. Do 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 do. Let's see. Ooh, I can test the I know what I can do. I can test this, make sure that it's picking up the stream that I think it's picking up. Chat test. Ruh-roh. I think we've got an issue. Uh-oh. So that raises the question of what is this pulling from? Oh, that's strange. How do I get that to do its thing? Okay. Well, we are debugging chat live. That is basically what I just told myself. Let's see, does this go in here well? I don't know how I feel about that. Whole different thing. Okay, well, we've got this one put together. So that's our first one. So that's there. Oh, it's back. Okay. That to show up the way I want it to. can I interact with that? Interact. Uh-oh. What happened? What is it doing? I want to change that from top chat to all chat. What? No, we want to go back. What the heck? Oh, come on. What is this thing doing? How how do I do that? Man, browser source. Do it that way. Okay. This URL with the chat URL. Okay, I did that. Oh, that is so annoying. My encoding skips are jumping too. Oh, that's not good. It's because I'm trying to use a browser while I do this. Mmm. Do not like this. Like, the thing that I don't get is that OBS can automatically pull open the chat into a new window for me. So I have the chat open right here in for OBS itself. But as soon as I try to pull that in, just does not have a good time. What is going on? Yeah, okay, so we can have that be as 1. Fix that. So it's back to being a pop-out. Getting huge amount of frame skips due to encoding lag, which I'm not real happy about, but I'm getting 0 dropped frames on the network. Hmm. I really need to set up that other computer. Okay, so if I switch to the document cam, where I don't have the stream chat, and then switch back to the overhead cam, where I do have the stream chat. Okay, so stream chat shows up now for a second and then goes away. Okay. So we want to do what? How do we want to move to the top? It's on top of everything? It's still not showing though. Okay, now it's showing. But it's not the right chat. So now, if I go to my channel, go live. How do I do this? Okay, I want to view my channel on YouTube. Like, can more than one can a channel have more than one live stream going at once is the question. If not, then you should be able to always have the current channel chat up from a static link. If they can, then you would definitely have to have one separate each time. That's the whole thing. Yeah, this is crapping out on me. Oh well, we're just gonna hide channel chat and wait to see if anyone shows up. If someone shows up, we might be able to debug it. If not, oh well. We'll have to figure out something else. So until then, we will continue with our Cubamajigs. 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 Cuba. Cuba, 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 Cuba. Cuba Magics. From the Thingamajigs. Do, 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 do. Opening up the Dragon Tempest. Reminds me of Trogdor. Trogdor. Alright. What do we want to put in this one? Probably should have counted how many stacks I have. Oh well. It's an adventure. As we go. Yeah, not that one. Yeah. Wait, what? This one has a mix. Yeah, who cares? Let's see what's with this. That's you come across, that goes to that. Is that another you come across? Special mosaic. Special mosaic, special mosaic. Put those together. What was I gonna even put in this one? Yeah, it kind of looks like I had a plan at one point and then just forgot what I was doing. Which, you know, not the first time that's ever happened. Let's see, those are scenes. Those go together. It's another set of land scenes. Land scenes. Okay, there might actually be some method to this madness. Special mosaics. Okay. Oh. Are we opening packs today? No, we are building out Cuba-Majigs today. And I was trying to get the chat to work on the stream, but it just is not behaving for some reason. So, But we are opening these cool Cuba-Majigs. Ah, that's fine. I didn't exactly announce that I was even doing a stream, so this is the test streams. It's not like you had any way of knowing. Let's see. So that's you come across another. That's special big. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, okay. So we've got the you come across series, we've got the Mosaic series, and then I got extras of Big Bad 1 and 2 so that I could put those with that. So we had 2 Mosaic sets. That's what it was. Man, I need to stop drinking. That's a joke. I very rarely drink. Lag? Am I lagging really bad? Top of the morning, Bath Salt Circus. That's a great name. Oh. And at one point, I had a very clear plan for how I was going to join up all of these, and I forgot it, and I think I figured it back out. Smoke? What's smoke in what regard? Oh, smoke is up. What's up, smoke? Yeah, that makes sense. Your phone is made out of potatoes? It's all right. This morning, it feels like my brain is made out of potatoes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. I need to quit smoking too. No car crashes. It depends on the smoke. So, um, I have seen people have accidents because of the Jane of Mary, and I have seen people have accidents because of the Hall of Alco. Oh, cool. Thank you. You'll try. What are you trying? Oh, the good kind of smoke. Yeah. That is something I unfortunately am not able to partake in. I have a very severe allergy to it, which I found out in college the hard way. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I forget who said it, but I think the most dangerous thing that the Jane of Mary um, leads to is snacking. Have you ever almost destroyed your house before? Because I did almost. Yeah, I mean, I was doing some repairs, and almost took out a steel support beam, in my basement, and that got really dicey. Had to call in a structural engineer and have them resecure the pole. I burned down my forest, not me. Well, not me in Cape Cod. Oh, okay. Where is Cape Cod? Is that in is that in Maryland or Massachusetts? I believe it's one of those two. Yeah, yeah, a steel support. I was moving boxes with a dolly, like a hand truck, and I wasn't looking where I was going, and I'm a fairly big guy, um, and I just ran into it full speed and knocked it off of its. Excuse me. I apologize for that. Had a hiccup and a burp at the same time, which is just gross. Um, yeah, I knocked it off of its center of gravity, and it leaned pretty far, and the beam that it was supporting was a steel I-beam, and it shifted several inches, and almost came down. It was pretty scary, considering that holds up holds up all the weight for one of the sides of my house. Um, so like we ended up having to get a couple of support posts and a bottle jack and lift one half of the house up like 3 inches so they could reseat the supports, and then they tapped into the cement floor and put like 6-inch lag bolts down into the cement to hold it in place. Yeah, so my house was built in the 1950s, and it's had some retrofits over the years. One of which is that steel support beam. So yeah, it was pretty scary, to be honest. I was like, oh no. It was like the first week that we owned the house too was the worst part. So like we were still moving in. And I was like, oh man, I just paid for this house. It's like I've just signed a mortgage and I have destroyed this thing that is the biggest one of the biggest investments of my life. Like it was terrifying. But yeah, tragedy averted. Um, Definitely had to change my pants after that one. So, in case you guys haven't watched the blind unboxing video for this yet, these are called Cubamajigs, but you have it now. Yeah, yeah, we've been in this house almost 10 years now, and I have decided that this is my forever home. I'm not moving again. I hate like I like traveling. I hate moving because I have an unhealthy attachment with stuff. Oh, cool. What kind of horses do you have? I love horses. My partner grew up raising horses, so you'd definitely be interested in knowing what kind of horses you have, and by extension, I do. Yeah. All right. That time I was playing with matches, then it lit my dad's towel, but my mom grabbed it and put water at downstairs bathroom. Oh, I mean that's definitely a scary thing, Panda Girl. Um, just yesterday I caught a kitchen towel on fire because I wasn't paying attention. Clydesdales minis, and I work on a world-class Danish horse farm. Oh, that's awesome. I love Clydesdales. They're absolutely beautiful. Minis too, but um, growing up we had this is gonna sound really silly. Um, my grandfather had helped start a bar. Well, not helped start. Started a bar in the 1950s with his sister, and they had a lot of old promotional products from like various beer companies. And one of the biggest ones in the U.S., which is Budweiser, used to have. They may still use Clydesdales. Used to have Clydesdales in their advertising. So like we had this really cool lamp that had um, bronze cast Clydesdales on it. It was like it looked almost like a covered wagon kind of thing, but it was a fixture in our house when I was growing up. I always thought it was really cool. And they've had a few commercials with Clydesdales, but that's like their really old commercials and like their Christmas commercials. Yeah, They're like from the 50s or 60s. Um, you may be able to find them still. I don't know. I don't know how expensive they would be. Let's look. I wonder if I can pull up a picture of one. Let's see. Clydesdale lamp. Let's see. It was from like the 60s, I think. Might have been earlier. So they have a bunch of different versions. I don't see the one that we had um, on here. But if you look up Budweiser Clydesdale's lamp, you should see several that are very similar. Like it was kind of like this, except it didn't have a clock on it, and the horses were cast bronze, and then the wagon was also cast bronze, but then it had like a hide cover on it. But that was, let's see. Do I ever wonder why I exist? Kind of. I mean, I technically know why I exist, which is that, my parents got together. But, all right. It's nice seeing you, Bat Salt Circus. We will see you next time. All right. Oh, so in case you haven't seen the Cuba Majigs um, thing that I did, these are reusable booster packs. So you can use them for cubes or for cubing. But they are booster packs that you can open up, put cards in, and then close them up and use them for your cubes. So cool stuff. And each one has different art for these. So you've got like a merfolk and some fae and a crazy looking dragon skeleton thing and like some slivers and some alicorns and an angel, all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah. So these were were a Kickstarter, and all of these are different. So, but this was a Kickstarter I backed 3 years ago, something like that, and then finally delivered a few weeks ago. And then there's different box sets that they go together in, like this. And each one is supposed to hold a drafting cube. Drafting cube is a set of packs that you can do essentially booster drafts with repeatedly. So, and this little thingy is actually another one of the mystery mail call items that I have not posted yet. I have it uploaded, I have it recorded, I just hadn't posted it yet. So it's a whole thing. But it's a titanium box cutter holder that folds. So yeah, folds like a pocket knife. Keep showing or ask something cool. Okay. Let's see. So this one's done. The Lotus one is done. I did that one before anyone joined. So we have another 7 to go through. So I ended up getting 9 of these, I think. It was either 9 or 12. I get 9 or 12. We got 9 here, and I've got 3 back in the other room, so I got 12. Okay. So that's a whole thing. Okay. Let's see. So got this one. We'll do Cardboard Crack next. So Cardboard Crack is a comic for Magic the Gathering. I think it's funny. I've been playing Magic forever. So it's a whole thing. Let's see. All right. Let's see. You said you have a brother. Do you have any other siblings? So I have a little sister and a half sibling that we don't talk about, but and a former step sibling that I also don't talk about. So that's a whole thing. But yeah, my little sister is a teacher now, and she lives with my mom. And my mom and I don't talk anymore because we don't get along. We don't get along for a lot of reasons. But my father and I talk occasionally. He kind of lives in a house that I got for him about 3 years ago, just before the pandemic started. And it has been a constant project ever since. Unfortunately, don't get enough time to work on it. So that's a good question. You have a brother. Do you have any other siblings? I take it you live with your parents, just based on some of the things you've said. All right. Oh, these are all different too. That's cool. Okay. Did I lose everyone? Let's see. What kind of comics are this? Oh, it's a cat with a bunch of magic. My bling is so bright I have to wear shades. That's funny. Are you listening to me or daydreaming about magic? Don't interrupt. I'm about to complete an awesome combo. A half big brother, one little brother, and one half big brother. Oh, that's cool. So that's similar to myself. I have a half sibling that's older, and I have a younger sister, and I've got an older ex stepsister. So that we are all adults at this point. So it's the whole thing. Then I've got a bunch of cousins, which I never really get to see. because we mostly live in the same state, um, but we live in like opposite corners of the state, which is kind of funny. Okay. All right, so we've got another 10 here, which is more than will fit there. At some point, I'm gonna have to actually fill these, but mostly just going through the motions of this. Right. All right. Yeah, I've got on my dad's side, I've got 7, and then I don't have any on my mom's side. Um, my sister and I are the only grandchildren on my mom's side, so it's a whole thing. And then I've got a lot of second cousins on my mom's side, and we don't really talk a whole lot anymore since like my great aunt passed away or my grandfather passed away. But we used to have really big family get-togethers. That stopped, I don't know, maybe 15-ish years ago. Um, actually stopped a little closer to 20 years ago, after my grandfather passed away. Yeah. And then when my great aunt passed away, which is his sister, we really didn't have a whole lot of big get-togethers anymore after that. I miss it. It was nice. Everyone seemed a lot happier back then. But it was a whole thing. But people get older, life happens, and people grow apart. It's an unfortunate part of life. I just realized, what did the first man to milk a cow try to do? I mean, probably they watched the cow feeding its young, and it's like, hey, I wonder if we can use that for anything. But yeah, there's actually a really fascinating history around milk consumption and how all of that um, came to be, including cheese making. Like how we discovered cheese is really fascinating. Um, it was likely on accident, but we've been milking not just cows but livestock in general for a little bit over 12,000 years, from what I understand. Might be a little longer than that. So, because like humans lactate also. Like many mothers breastfeed their young, um, both humans and non-humans. Oh, I thought like the dirty-minded way. No, it was probably just observing. At least I hope so. If it was something weird, then we don't know. That was lost to the ages. No, I'm sure a lot of people thought, yeah, have thought that. That's not it's not that strange. So so what time zone are you in? Just curious. I am um in the Eastern time zone in the United States at the moment. Oh, let's see, that's all the ones for that. So that's Cardboard Crack done. Which, if you like Magic, Cardboard Crack is a great comic. You can watch or read most of them online for free. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's do this set of them. So we'll do another mix set, and in the mix set we will put, what do we want to put? So we've done Scorched Lotus, we've done the Dragon Tempest. Got this one is the Jewels. Squirrel Watch. So not that. We've got this one, Channel the Ancestors. We're putting Channel the Ancestors in. Chaos Orb, we're doing a different one. Where's Temporal Chaos? I don't know, but it's like 23, 22 here. Let's see. So I'm -4 GMT right now because of daylight savings time. So you're 12 hours difference for me. Trying to guess your age. 17. I'm gonna say 17 because living at home, have free time, and you're able to stay up after 11. Somewhere between probably 15 and 17. Just based on the information that I have. I don't really know other than that. Let's see, we're gonna go get the other 3 Cubum jigs. Gotta make sure that I have the right one for the boxes. Okay. That has stuff in it. I think. Feels like it has stuff in it. Oh, that is heavy. Which if it has stuff in it, it has the wrong stuff in it, because the things that are supposed to go in it. Oh well. Oh wait. No, that's right. Huh. I've got more than one for that. That's interesting. Okay. Now, Temporal Maelstrom we actually have packs for. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that guess wasn't insulting. It's just the best guess off of my Younger, 2 tries left. So I said between 15 and 17, so you're younger than 15. 13? You're younger than 13. 11. Okay, now that I know this, I'm going to have to be more careful about what I say on my channel. Okay, note to self. Curse less. Less bad jokes. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we might as well. Oh, this one's got a busted corner. So that puts you in 6th grade, approximately. Grade 6. At least that's what it would be in the US, I think. Let's see. So you're in GMT -8. If you're exactly 12 hours offset from me at this point. Yeah. Let's see. Where has GMT -8? Let's see. -8. No, you're GMT +8, not -8. Because I'm -4. So you're in either China, Philippines, parts of Australia, or Russia? Is that right? Yeah, sure. What's the riddle? And the Panda Girl makes more sense now. I mean, it's a good username. It's a very good username. So yeah, what's the riddle? A hill or a mountain. due to erosion. Is that the answer? Ah, candle. Yeah, candle works too. But that only works if you're burning the candle. Some people just have candles, never burn them. But a hill or a mountain also works because of erosion. So, let's see. Here's some fun riddles. What can you put in a bucket to make it weigh less? I mean, if it brings joy, is it really wasting money? If it if having candles makes her happy, like, is she really wasting money on it? Because like there are people that could say that what I'm doing, yes, a hole. Putting a hole in a bucket makes it weigh less. Also, if you flip over the bucket and put something lighter than what's around it, it'll weigh less. So like helium. His weight is relative to gravity, not mass. Although a hole will also decrease its mass. So all right. Let's see. When I was younger, I thought math was cool until now it's hard as hell. No, math is cool. I love math. Math is my favorite. It has always been my favorite subject. Um, I mean, it does get harder as you go, but it's everything is math, or everything can be math. especially if you let it. Yeah, I love math. Anything and everything can be math. It just depends on how abstract you want to be. You can use math to model literally anything in the universe. Oh my god, my phone is blowing up. Yeah. So you can make mathematical models of almost anything. If an object is large enough, it can be a location. It actually doesn't even have to be large. Everything has its own point in space-time. So technically, every object is also a location because it has a location that it is at. If that makes any sense. So even if something, it has a position, if that makes sense. So a position would be its location. So all objects are in and of themselves a location because they have a position attribute. It's just whether or not it's large enough to consider to be a destination is the question. So the whole thing. Assume you're talking about something like the Great Pyramids at Giza, or like Taj Mahal, or the Great Wall of China, things like that. In which case, the object is also colloquially used as the location. For some reason, I like to type like this, and then you're using superscript. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun notation to use. I don't know what. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, small letters. Well, I mean, it's superscript. So superscript would mean super being more or above. So superscript is above script, and then you have subscript, which is lower and is also smaller. But they're often used for different notations. So like for exponents, or for like indexing indicators, or like prime markers, things like that. Oh. But yeah, small letters are fun. Do 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 do. So yeah, was I able to guess your approximate location, like the country that you're in? Was it one of the ones I listed based on the time zone? Well, one day you'll have your own cards. Eh, I knew what you meant. Oh, Malaysia. Oh, Malaysia's a beautiful country. One of my roommates in college was from Malaysia. So, and I have gone there twice for work. Well, I passed through twice for work. I didn't spend a whole lot of time there, which is unfortunate because it is a very beautiful country. All right. So we have the Squirrel Watch build, which is of course a squirrelish interpretation of the Gatewatch from Magic. Let's see. Next, I guess next we'll do Power Gems. Yeah, I miss traveling. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that the uh, that the ongoing pandemic kind of ruined for me. I used to travel a whole lot for work, and I really missed it. Or I really miss it now. What's your first ever best friend? My first ever best friend was actually still a very good friend of mine, although we don't talk very often because our lives are just very different at this point. His name was Tim. We were best friends in kindergarten, which, you know, we were 4 or 5 when we became friends, and then I moved away, and then he moved away from where we went to kindergarten, and then we met again in grade 6. So when we were about 11 years old, um, about 11, 12 years old, and then we were absolute best of friends all the way through high school and part of college. And we kind of, grew apart, but we still talk every now and then, mostly through Facebook. So, um, yeah, he was my first best friend that I remember. I may have had one before that, but I don't remember. But like we used to rearrange our classes to try and be in the same class, and like we would always talk at school, and um his parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, um which is a really kind of strange offshoot of Christianity here in the United States, although it has kind of spread around the world a little bit. I disagree with it, but it is what it is. His parents were are Jehovah's Witnesses, and they don't believe in holidays or birthdays, so it was always a little strange. Um, they're also really they generally won't let their children play with children from other religions, which is really unfortunate. Um, so we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time together outside of school. until we got older. Um, but he's not religious, um, as far as I know. And I remember when I was in, I think we were in either middle school or might have been no, it was definitely middle school because I remember what it was from. But I got him a clock from one of our favorite games for his birthday, and his parents got really, really mad at me for it because they don't believe in birthdays. Um, so that was a whole thing. Um, but yeah, like I mean, when when you get a bit older, life changes a lot. After school, things like it's a lot harder to make new friends um, once you're out of school. So it's good to keep up with people that you've known for a long time. They don't celebrate any birthdays or the religion that they had doesn't celebrate any birthdays or holidays at all. Um, in fact, they're forbidden by their religion, which I think is silly. So, yeah, his parents were very upset that I gave him a birthday present because they don't celebrate birthdays, and it's against to a degree it's against their religion. Um, I've had a few friends over the years that were Jehovah's Witnesses, and like the degree that certain things are observed varies from person to person, but that's a pretty big one. Like they say holidays are the no, they're like holidays are the devil's work and stuff like that. It's really strange. I don't agree with it or really understand it well. No, it what it is that they tie up a lot of they attach a lot of things to celebrating birthdays that aren't actually part of celebrating birthdays. Um, or celebrations in general. Like they try to say that there's a moral issue with it. Again, it's a strange religious thing. Um, very few religions do that, and um, it's not as well reasoned as you would think as you would think it should be. Like if you're the reason that they give, I do not think is a good reason. Makes any sense. Right. Let's see. Let's, yeah, let's see. So oddly enough, I on a similar note, I grew up Eastern Orthodox, which is another branch of Christianity, which is kind of like the polar opposite of Jehovah's Witnesses in a lot of ways. But we also don't celebrate birthdays. We celebrate name days instead. Um, although like some people of course do still celebrate birthdays, but like culturally we celebrate name days instead of birthdays. Is it only is it only me that I can stay up till 5 a.m.? I mean, you can stay up as late as you're allowed to stay up. Um, Although if you have school tomorrow, it may not be the most wise decision to stay up till 5 a.m. Um, but yeah, in Orthodoxy, we have name days um, instead of birthdays. So that's a whole thing. And that's where you celebrate. Um, so there are days. There are specific holidays. Well, not holidays. There are specific days tied to different saints in Orthodoxy, and everyone when they're baptized in Orthodoxy or in the Eastern Orthodox Church rather is given a baptismal name that corresponds with a given saint. Like mine is Panayotis, um, which correlates to Panagia, and my name day is tied with the Panagia, which is the Virgin Mother. So I am no longer religious. I grew up religious, but it is a beautiful part of my culture that I like to share. So I take very little to no issue with the traditions of Orthodoxy. I take issue with the aspects of organized religion in general. That and I don't believe in a deity. So it is a whole thing. This black one. Oh, got to go now. Have to sleep. Well, sleep well. It's been a lot of fun chatting, and I'm probably gonna end the stream in a few minutes anyway. So you have a good night, sleep well, and best of luck with school tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Panda Girl. All right. Actually, I think I want to do that. 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 How do I want to do this? Let's see, that's all black. That's all red. I have 4. Okay, that makes sense. Yay. Right. Got these done. Okay. Let's see, did stream chat ever actually? Yeah, it never linked up. Dang. Okay. Still gotta figure out stream chat. Because that did not work as intended. Okay. Hmm. No. Okay. We're halfway through the cubemajigs. Very cool. All right. Going to put these in the magic room. Ah, I am streaming. Traveling music. Oh, it actually does fit. That's cool. All right. And it's now noon. So I think we can call it a day for the live stream. We'll do the remaining sets of cubemajigs tomorrow. And we will figure out, hopefully, how to get chat to work in here. So it is a whole thing. You know, the more I use this little thing, the more I like it. If I'm being honest, when I first opened it up and messed with it, I did not like it at all. Not in the least bit. And I tried carrying it in my pocket for a few days, and I did not like it as a pocket knife, but as a backup desk knife, this is kind of nice. So it's definitely a lot more compact than what I normally use. So it's a whole thing. Then it looks cool. All right, so we're gonna end the stream, and yeah, streaming.